Hello and welcome to Bizworld. Finance Minister Lim Guan Eng has dismissed allegations that more than 1,821 hectares of land along the East Coast Rail Link (ECRL) will be given free to China Communications Construction Company (CCCC). He added the ministry was not informed and anything additional would have to go through the cabinet.
4,500 acres of land will not be given for free, if at all. It will not be given for free. That I think we have to wait for the official contract, the details to be reviewed. But as far as I know, it is not given for free.
ECRL yang baru.
Guan Eng was responding to blogger Raja Petra Kamarudin's claims that for the 21.5 billion ringgit discount, CCCC is being given a total of around 1,821 hectares of land at 7 different industrial parks near the stations where the ECRL stops. ECRL is back on track with an improved agreement with CCCC, with the cost of the ECRL slashed to 44 billion ringgit from 65.5 billion ringgit previously. Meanwhile, on a separate matter, Guan Eng has given his assurance that the government will service all debt obligations related to One Malaysia Development Berhad 1 MDB.
Any bonds or any loans taken by KWSP and QAP related to One MDB is guaranteed. Guaranteed by who? By the Ministry of Finance on behalf of the Malaysian government. So their loans are secured 100%. There's nothing to worry. The one that should be worried is the MOF and the Malaysian government, because we guaranteed their loans. So they are assured of getting their money. I think the Malaysian government needs to find money to pay all these loans of One MDB, which we get nothing in return in terms of value.
Guan Eng was responding to a news report that the government is proposing that 2.4 billion ringgit worth of 1 MDB bonds held by the Retirement Fund Incorporated QAP and Tabung Haji to be converted into equity stakes in the Bandar Malaysia project. He was met after witnessing the collaboration program agreement signing ceremony between his ministry and Bombardier Harta Suma Consortium. Nestle Malaysia Berhad recorded a higher net profit of 235 million ringgit for the first quarter ended March 31st, 2019 versus 231 million ringgit in the previous corresponding quarter, while revenue for the quarter increased 1.6% to 1.45 billion ringgit from 1.43 billion ringgit previously. In a filing with Bursa Malaysia, its Chief Executive Officer Johan Arnold said revenue was driven by robust growth in domestic sales of 4.9% for the quarter during the Chinese New Year festive period. On the company's outlook, Nestle is optimistic of sustaining the growth momentum in the year ahead, given the robust plans the company has in place to deliver sustainable and profitable growth. This despite some pressures on commodities as well as fluctuation in consumer sentiment. Malaysia Airports Holdings Berhad MAHB has inked a Memorandum of Understanding MOU with National Applied Research and Development Centre MIMOS Berhad to drive further technological excellence. Under the MOU, the top 3 areas in focus are security, consumer experience, as well as using data analytics to make decisions.
Parking app that you saw is on analytics, and that plays very nicely into our strategy. So, this whole passenger experience is a very pivotal part of our journey. We want to do more of that. We are going to go quite big into the use of biometrics and analytics, and that's where they have already demonstrated some technology. So that's most likely the areas that we want to start on.
Malaysian airports got a lot of passengers, so looking at customer behaviors, or passenger behaviors, looking how to get people to make use of the airports in a more better way. For example, shopping, conveniences in the airport. And then also in terms of assets, like you have your parking lots, you're looking at how do you ensure how many cars come in, how many cars go out, and also looking at security finally, because security is always very important in airports. So how do we work with Malaysian airports to implement some of our security solutions, where like video analytics to ensure airport security? So
Earlier was the signing ceremony of the MOU between the two parties that will last for 3 years. Last year, MEHB identified 192 innovative initiatives to improve passenger journey as its airports, of which 90% have been implemented. The Malaysian financial markets remained resilient, supported by ample domestic liquidity, robust market infrastructures, as well as firm macroeconomic fundamentals. According to Bank Negara Malaysia (BNM), the local bond market continues to be vibrant, with a deep secondary market having an average daily trading volume of 5.4 billion ringgit year to date. This versus the past 3 years' average of 3.6 billion ringgit. In a joint statement with the Securities Commission Malaysia (SC), both parties view the increasing dynamic hedging activities by global institutional investors as having improved market access and further contributing to the liquidity in the foreign exchange forward market. In relation to digital asset regulations, both authorities have entered into coordinating arrangements which will facilitate industry innovation, fundraising activities for early-stage companies and trading of digital assets. The arrangement will also support the oversight of digital asset activities and ensure that systemic risk and financial integrity measures remained effective. And that wraps up Bizworld this time around. I'm Ganai Ling. Thank you for investing your time with us.